Hi betting experts. On Saturday, October the 19th, ITV cover all 6 races on Champions Day at Ascot. It's a belting card. Obviously, it's complicated by very testing ground conditions and it's very late in the season. This is the sort of curtain closer and plenty of them will have had enough. So risks are attached from a betting point of view. It has got that sort of day. Sometimes it feels like a bit of a bookmaker's benefit. So hopefully look for some bigger prices and play each way. We start off with our betting expert daily nap. This goes in the 3:15, and I like the claims here of Tamfana. This Queen Elizabeth II stakes over a mile, a valuable Group 1. She's going forwards, and Menuisier is flying at them. He's had 4 winners in the last 14 days. Tamfana has really thrived this season. She's now 4 from 9 in her career and still going forwards. She's run twice on the soft previously. She's tanked through it on each occasion, so I'm not worried about that. She comes here on the back of wins at Newmarket and Sandown. As I say, the yard's flying, and I think around 5-1, she's better value than the short price favourite. Our betting expert value angle selection runs in the 155, and this is the Group 1 sprint over 6 furlongs. I like the claims here of Swing Along, who's around about 14 or 16-1 for the red-hot Carl Burkyard. Now, Carl has had an absolutely incredible season. He's been having winners on Saturday at group level and across the country, all through the grades. He's 10 from 35 in the last fortnight. They're continuing to fly. Swing Along ran an absolute screamer in this last year at a big price, finishing 4th behind Art Power. He's been running well in all the top Saturday sprints this season without getting his head in front. He loves soft ground. I think he's well overpriced and very likely to give his running. He's a thoroughly likeable and tough horse. If you can play each way, I think that's the move. Look for bookmakers offering extra places. There'll be all sorts of offers on this day. They're keen to take your money, and I think Swing Along's bound to go really well. The remaining 4 races, we'll spin through them in time order, starting with the 120, the long distance cup over 2 miles. Well, I'm going to stick with Kyprios here. He did get beaten in this race last year. It's the last time he got beaten. He got done right on the line by Trawlerman. I think it's a ride Ryan would like to have back again, to be honest. He just got mugged there. He's been amazing this season. He's won all 6 career starts. He's now 14 from 18, which is a pretty remarkable level given the tough nature of these stamina sapping contests. He was a good winner at Longchamp last time out over 2 mile 4. He's a thorough stayer. He'll be in front, turning for home, and more will probably be riding him along, and you'll be feeling vulnerable, but he'll keep pulling it out. Unless the hard races this season have taken the edge off him, I think he'll win again. He's actually a fairly attractive price, I think, at around 8 to 11 at the time of recording. On to the 235, 1 mile 4 Group 1 fillies and mares. I actually think this is probably the hardest race to assess and the least punter friendly. I've selected Tiffany simply because she comes from different form lines to all the principals, and she's relatively fresh. She's been globe-trotting for Sir Mark Prescott. She's run really well on heavy ground at Baden-Baden twice, so that encourages me that she'll go well as she comes here on the back of a good win over in Germany. She's going forward. She's 7 from 11 in her career. Sir Mark's had 2 winners in the last 14 days, so plenty of positives at around 6-1, but I do think this is a very trappy contest. The 355, the Champion Stakes, a Group 1 over 1 mile 2. I really like the claims here of Calandigan at around about 5-2. Graffard, her trainer, is 4 from 22 in the last 14 days, going really well. She's won 4 of his 7 career starts, posting a career best effort when second behind City of Troy in the Juddmonte International at York in August. Relatively fresh, will love the softer ground, got a really decent turn of foot, and only 5 runs this season, a big plus. A much better proposition at around 5-2 than the short price favourite, who does have slight ground concerns for me. Finally, the 435, this is a really competitive 1 mile handicap. I think Carry the One is a very interesting runner for Michael Bell, which is a strange thing to say about a horse who's run 30 times in his career, but he's been running really well in all these top Saturday handicaps all season. Watch his latest start. He only finished 6th of 18 here over 7 furlongs. That came in soft ground, which he hasn't run on much. He was absolutely cruising 2 furlongs out, miles out of his ground. I thought he ran a screamer, really, up to a mile here, which he's tried once before. He ran really well here over a mile earlier in the season. Soumillon is booked for the first time, which catches my eye. You're getting 20-1. He's going to get a patient ride. Again, look for those extra places. I think he'll go really well. Best of luck with all 6 Champions Day races on ITV Betting Experts.